Every week is Fashion Week for me. Every week is Fashion Week for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, Societals.
Good morning.
Welcome to Societal. I'm Neng Siti, and I am Mutia Kanza. And now you are watching Societal. Okay, how are you today, Mutia? I'm good. What about you? So do I. So what we're gonna do for today? So we will have a great conversation with a great people today. Really? Who are they? Please welcome. They are Mr. Daddy and Mr. Habib.
Yay.
Have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, for you guys who have not known them, I will introduce first. Mr. Daddy is one of the lecturer in the State Islamic University in Bandung and has visited several countries in Europe. How are you today, Mr. Daddy?
I am amazing as always.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
And then Mr. Habib is one of the students of State Islamic University in Bandung who will visit several European countries like Mr. Daddy.
Wow, that's nice. Nice to hear.
How are you, Mr. Habib?
I'm great.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so for today's theme, we're gonna talk about differences. What kind of differences? Because this program is related to society, so we will try to recognize the differences that exist in society.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. So let's start with the basic question. Why should there be a difference? I mean, why in this world there are always differences, such as, for example, differences in race, culture, custom, and the others? Why?
Let's start maybe with Mr. Daddy or Habib.
Habib first.
Talking about society. Talking about differences. Why should there be a difference? Maybe I can interpret that question as what's important of the difference. As a Muslim who believe in Quran, Quran states that difference exists because humans have to identify. Humans have to know and understand about each other.
That's wrong.
That's it.
Yeah, this is true what you said that society and then differences is natural. Okay, probably you would say this is sunnatullah. Okay, because you are Muslim and we know this is natural. So one man is born here in this world. They have to live in society. When they live in society, it means that we are different. So we are different, and that is why we are different. We have to know each other. That is our destination to life here. To know each other, to know other cultures, other music, food, meal, beverage, and many things in this world.
Okay, nowadays people still consider that differences as a problem. What do you think about that?
Do you think problem, babe?
I think for many, for some people, maybe differences, or they see the difference as a problem. We can see it in social media. Some people often make a debate about the difference, like maybe it's a difference of religion, difference or anything matter?
Yeah, probably the problem would appear for those who is not educated well, I think. I see that you now enter university level, ladies and gentlemen. You have new horizon. Okay, you have new horizon that we are in classroom in this university. You know, university consists of two performances. The first is unity and diversity. Unity, diversity. Diversity is diverse. We have various thinking, clothes, and many other aspects. And unite is how to unite. You know, we have in faculty of art and humanities, we have other faculties, we have to unite. And it would occur in terms of education. So when you say that, is it a problem? Probably it could be yes for some people. But for us who live in university, we have new education, we have to understand that life is for all, okay? We are not living alone here. So we have to respect others and we can live together. And you know, this is one of the United Nations goals of education, how to live together. So by knowing our cultures, knowing other cultures, so we have to know each other, to understand and to respect that we are different and we have to live together.
So we have to accept the difference.
Yeah, we have to accept the difference.
Okay, from your explanation, is there a way or any tips to deal with difference?
Yeah, Pip, do you think that you have any thought, any thinking for us to live together?
Maybe for me, as you said before, you have to respect each other. It's a basic, for me, it's a basic tips or way to deal with difference.
Yeah, maybe your questions is right. We have to have the tips. You know, we can think that when you were in elementary school, junior high school, senior high school, you use uniforms, right? You have the same or the similarity uniform, similar clothes. But now in university level, your clothes is different from me. We have different veil, style. Yeah, that's why in university we are encouraged to be different. And to be different means we have known ourselves, and then we have to know other self. We respect and we responsible, and then we have to accept our opinion, and also we have to accept other opinions. Then we have to make a good decision. Probably it is hard for some of Indonesian people because we have to have one opinion. What you said, that differences problem that is for those who is not educated well. When you are in university level, you have to know more about the wide of the world so that we can respect. Probably respecting others, as you said, the tips, we have to deal with the agreement in the classroom. When somebody asks question, we have to respect. Don't mock the one who asks question or not a good question. We have to respect. This is the question and the discussion, the debate. Probably.
So as we know that you have been in several countries, and based on your experience, you traveled to several countries. Are there any interesting stories about the culture that you have been experiencing?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have many cultures. In Indonesia itself, we have many cultures, many clothes, many traditional dress, many food. Indonesia is very rich related to cultures. When we have to see other countries, like you said, my experience, of course, English, Egypt, Holland, Turkey, they have their own cultures, and it is much for you to go over there because you are from English. I encourage you to practice your English, to go around the world, and you can enjoy. Because probably when you are in classroom, you are studying theory of cross-culture communication, cross-culture understanding, and the practice one, you have to go there. Yeah, my experience going to some countries is enjoyable because I am knowledgeable in terms of culture. So when I have to read other cultures, many countries, so then I practice myself to go to some countries.
Yeah, so I'm curious, which country do you like the most and why?
Yeah, actually, all countries based on culture, based on culture's perspective, they are same. Okay, they are same. So the country that I visited around the world, I like the cultures, I like the music, I like the food, because this is one of Allah commands to go other countries and to taste the food. Do you think so?
Yes. Of course. I think when we go around the world, we go to other countries. Something we most to be, or something we really want is to know their culture, to taste their food, which is different from ours.
Yeah.
Is there any country do you want to visit for vacation maybe, or for honeymoon?
Honeymoon. One day. Honeymoon. You are talking about honeymoon. Do you think so? You are the first semester talking about honeymoon?
For me, the country I really want to go there is maybe England, because I love to watch football there, because my favorite club is Manchester United.
Okay.
So I want to watch the play in stadium.
Okay.
I have heard that one of the ways that we can do to adapt with other culture is communication. So is the communication important when we are dealing with different cultures or different habits?
Yeah, sure. It influences our understanding. Yeah, communication. Probably one of the most communication we do in our culture, we have to smile to everyone. And in Indonesia, in Sundanese, Javanese, Balinese, Padangnese, Maduris, Dayaknese, all in Indonesia is famous for the smiley face. But this is not occur in probably West culture, Arabic culture, because it would be a problem. Smiling is a problem. Because if you want to smile to others, it means that you recognize each other. So probably in our term, it is called by sok kenal. Okay, in other countries. So that is the one of communication. We have gestures. We have other way of communication. Do you think so, Pip?
Yes, I think so. When we want to dealing with the difference in this context of different culture, we have we have to we have to understand about about their way to speak or
To communicate.
communicate. Yeah.
So, if the communication is considered as something important, how do you build an effective communication? But hold on your answer,
Okay.
because we are now going to watch a special performance from Group 3. There you go.
Yeah.
All I want is nothing more. Hear you knocking at my door. 'Cause if I could see yourself once more, could die a happy man, I'm sure. When you said your last goodbye, dying little bit inside, I lay in tears in bed all night, alone without you by my side. But if you love me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want and all I need is to find somebody, find somebody like you. So you heard out this me, a part of me I'll never see. You took my soul and wiped it clean. How love was made from movie screen. But if you love me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is to find somebody, find somebody like you. But if you love me, why did you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is to find somebody, find somebody like you.
Amazing performance from Group 3. Thank you. So back to the topic. Is communication considered? If communication considered as something important, how do you build an effective communication?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, communication is the most important thing for us, and language is the facilitation for us to communicate to others. You know, some of the questions that is allowed or not allowed, we have to learn and to practice it. You know, something like asking about salary, marriage, children, sometimes is prohibited, sometimes is allowed. You know, like in our culture, how many, or what is your salary? I think this is not good for communication. But probably in West culture, this is natural. You know, in our cultures, tosa baraha bati, you know that's meaning? Yeah. Probably in our cultures, this is accepted, but not for other cultures. It will touch, you know. And also religion, if in our culture, Pak Dedi agamanya apa, I think this is natural, but not for West. Asking religion is not a good way to ask. I think that is why we have to learn the habits of the country we visit, and you have to read about the cultures. So if you do understand, then we can practice it. Do you think so, Dip?
Yeah. In my opinion, like you said before, the question before, we have to know how how people communicate, how people speak, or what's that about their culture before we want to deal with them.
Okay.
So, as we know that sometimes when someone comes with a different culture, they are usually find it difficult to adapt, and maybe they are experience what people call culture shock.
Okay.
What does culture shock mean?
Well, this is the way how you ask about the culture shock. Yeah. Our habits comes to our subconscious mind. Okay, subconscious mind. So when you have to eat by your right hand, and then you will salim to other lecturers by do you know, is it kissing the hands or
Yes.
something? Yeah, this is our cultures, and this is subconscious mind. So when it comes to subconscious mind, it is true that is the truth. So when you see like Habib with me, salam, hey Habib, how are you? I think Habib is not polite to Pak Dedi just accent like this, not just kissing the hand, because you know it comes to subconscious. That is called by culture. When you ask shock culture, it happens when your subconscious mind doesn't accept the other way. This is called by culture shock. You know, the first culture shock experienced by human when you were born. Okay, you know, when you were in the womb, you are very comfortable, and you didn't realize that. But when you are going to the world, you are crying. You were crying. Shock culture, because you life comfortable in the womb, then you have to come to this world. This is the first shock culture. They are crying. Okay, and the other one would be the subconscious mind. Your habits meets the other habits. When you are from Sukabumi, Cianjur, Ciamis, you have different culture in the way of waking from your sleep, the way you are eating. Yeah, it would be different. That is called by culture shock.
Have you ever experienced culture shocks?
Yeah, sometimes I experience the culture shock. The first thing that I experience is the different time. You know, Mutia, when I have to travel to other countries, that it against the time. So I have to pray zuhur, for example, and then when I arrive in other countries, it is 10 o'clock. So what kind of praying should I perform? Because I have Salat Zuhur and then arrive in other countries at 10 o'clock, so that I have to pray other Zuhurs, because we know the time is 10, 11, 12. That is the first culture shock, because when you are focused, probably this is Isha. Okay, you focus Salat Isha. Probably in other times, in other countries, they are praying Duha. In other countries, they are praying Zuhur. Probably in England, in Australia, we don't know the times. But when you are traveling to other countries, we have different time, and that is my first for culture shock. Mhm.
Wow. Yeah. And what about you? Have you ever experienced culture shock?
If you ask about me, yeah, absolutely. I have experience about culture shock. It happened. What's that? Baru-baru ini.
Recently.
Yeah, recently. Never recently. When I start doing or attend to offline class,
Yeah.
I meet with a lot of people, from other place with other culture, with different culture with me. It is a little bit confusing because I feel like I have to effort to blend with them, because I have to know first about their culture, about their about the way they speak or.
Yeah, I think this is a good example, ladies and gentlemen, because classroom consists of various cultures, so that we will experience when you are doing your assignment, you have to work together, and you will experience, oh my God, my friend come late, and then he or she is not good in communicating the ideas, doing your assignment together. Probably that is called by culture shock in our surrounding worlds.
Yeah, it's so so tired to meet a lot of people. It's like we spend a lot of energy. So you guys feel that?
Yeah, and you know, this is right, the example, this is noisy, this is crowded in campus recently, because there are many offline classes, there are many times we have to change the classes, and you know, the class is crowded as well. We have more than 40 students, and the class is full of the students. Yeah, that is one of the culture shock.
So how do you guys handle the culture shock?
Guys, we are guys. How to handle? Yeah, probably we have to know the condition, we have to know the context, and we have to minimize. We can ask the administration, the faculty members to minimize. Probably we have to decrease our crowded crowded students by doing our hybrid classes. Yeah, to minimize. Do you think so?
I think to handle the culture shock, for me, in my own opinion, we can doing what Pandedi said before, and also we can doing what Pandedi explained before, that we have to understand about other culture. So if we understand about other culture, we will have a good communication, which lead us to get a good what's that relation.
Yeah, that's right. Good to hear.
Okay, so is it a normal thing if someone experience culture shock when they are face a new culture?
Yeah, this is normal, this is natural, and I think we have to experience many shock cultures so that we could understand, we will be wise, more wise, because you know we are Indonesian and you are studying English, so you have two cultures. The first is Indonesian cultures, and the second one you have to know English culture, thanks culture, the online culture. So we have many ways how to understand more.
Okay, the last question. How to respond a new culture that comes in that different with the culture we have?
Do you have any opinion to those questions?
Of course. For me, what we have to do when we face a new culture that different from our culture is we have to know it before. We have to understand the culture that comes to us the world, because we have to filter it, which culture is good or which culture is bad, so we can filter it and we can accept the good culture and we can deny the bad one.
Other last word you want to say?
Last words. Last word, but not last sentence. Last words. Well, I think we have to read a lot about other cultures. Then we have to understand. We have to adapt to other cultures. The one is we have to respect each other opinion and other cultures. That is my last words.
What about Habib?
For me, maybe I just have a simple words. Yeah. Be good to anyone.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Okay, thank you for taking your time to
Anytime.
attend today's talk show. And may you guys always protect by God wherever you are.
Amen.
And this is the end of the talk show. Thank you for the amazing performance. And also thank you to those of you who have watched, and see you next time.
Every week is fashion